Hello everyone, Venris here, and the day has come. Today we will be talking about the Yes, the rats came back. The most, or maybe not the most, but one of the most neglected factions in Total War Warhammer 3. I don't think they get anything in Warhammer 3, even the values of mechanics or the units or anything. I don't think that anything was added to the faction, which is very funny because the faction itself was so spoiled in Warhammer 2 that was insane, really. The amount of content, the best DLC, the best free content, the best aesthetics, everything was the best in terms of the Skaven. But in Warhammer 3, they are quite neglected as a faction. Of course, Ikit Claw is still one of the best legendary lords in the game, but him and all of the other Skaven has a big problem that the late game for the Skaven becomes very stale, and also they are lacking any power. Their power is not increasing exponentially like other factions, so they have some problems. They have wonderful roster and one of the coolest battles in the game when you play them, but as I said, mechanically they have some problems. And today we'll be talking about the things that we in SFO want to introduce to the Skaven with the next update, because one of the focuses, not only, but one of the focuses will be the Skaven right now for the factions. We're talking about the scroll right now, and the big thing that we want to do for the Skaven is, and going to be said in a moment, but the first thing first is that we'll be increasing the amount of events and dilemmas that the Skaven have as a faction, and they will be specific to the specific legendary lords. For example, if you're playing Skrolk, you will have different dilemmas, you will have different as a Morse clan, different in the Eshin, and so on and so on. Important thing also here is that we are basing those changes of what we just did for the vampire count with the last DLC that we really like. The funny thing is right now that my game crashed. I don't know why. And we are back. I don't know what happened, but the game just crashed. Maybe because I was delaying what I wanted to say. Okay, most important thing that we will be doing for the Skaven, besides the new events, besides looking on some mechanics, because we have some plans for the Scroll, for example, making the Eshin clan mechanic a bit better, Rictus clan getting actually something good. Big thing that we want to rework is the technologies. The technologies for the Skaven, for the first time since Lizardman, we want to entirely redo the tech tree. Not just make additions to it, entirely redo it. So I have a nice screenshots of things that we want to do. So this is a technology that is normally in vanilla. It is based on units stuff, and also has some campaign stuff and so on. It is not the worst technology, being honest. They are way worse in the game right now. Look on the Lizard and Vanilla, which are atrociously bad. But the thing that we want to do here, that you can notice on this amazing mashup, is tabs. We want to make 3 tabs for the Skaven. First of all, this whole technology tree won't change much in terms of where the things are, but the big change of it will be that it will be focused only on units. So this first tab will be only units bonuses, nothing else. No campaign stuff, no upkeep, no, only units stuff here. In the second tab, the thing's going to be more fun, because the second tab that we are doing is a new tab. This tab is based on one of my favorite games from my childhood, is Dungeon Keeper 2, and this will be that you need to dig the tunnels. The tunnel is the middle line, and while doing the tunnels you can unlock rooms, and when we unlock this one, we can do all technologies here, but that's not all. We'll be having a new resource similar to the favor of the old ones that Lizardmen have, the resource that is only for technology, that you can get it only through technology and used only for technology. So it's not so convoluted, it's not overblown with stuff in campaign. So this new resource, you will be seeing it here on the top left, and important thing will be that it will be used only in this tab at the beginning. Okay, so you will need food, yes, food, to dig the tunnels, the middle tunnels, and then using a new resource that for now it's named workforce, but we are looking for the better name, you will be able to spend it to make those rooms. And there will be small rooms and the big rooms. Overall, this tab will be mostly based on campaign and buffing specific mechanics for specific factions. For example, for clan Morse clan rats will be getting buffs here. Yes, for Skrolk, plagues will be getting buffs here, and so on and so on. But also we'll have campaign stuff, as we said that in the first tab. So the one that is vanilla right now will be only about the units. So all control, upkeep, things like that will be removed here and will be moved here. Workforce will be increasing based on how many researchers you have for the workforce. So you will be able to pay gold, food, or just time, like a normal technology. You will be able to increase your gain of a workforce, so you will be able to get those rooms faster. Yes, that's the plan. And as I said, we want it to be a bit modular, so you can now, for example, just go straight up to the end and skip those. Don't spend the workforce because you want to get to those last stuff as soon as possible to dig the tunnel deeper and get those stronger stuff ASAP and leave those weaker ones for later. Yeah, so it's all about your choice. It's a simple mechanically stuff, but we want the technology to be something a bit different and more, on par with the fact that the Skaven are crazy in terms of how many stuff they can have. And the last tab that we're going to right now is my favorite, because it will be a big Skaven sign. It will be 13 technologies. Right now it's 14 right now, so this one will need to be removed. It needs to be 13, and these technologies will be working on par with Undercities. Yes, Undercities are a great mechanic in overall since Warhammer 2. In Warhammer 3, we got a lot of new effects and additions to this mechanic in terms of the dwarf delves, so that also trickster cults. There are a lot of effects and things that can be used here, but they were never really updated. So we want this technology tab to not only be unlockable based on what Undercities you have, but also make Undercities stronger. Yes, because some of the buildings in Undercities are very one-dimensional. There are or buffing so specific stuff, just giving gold, more food, and so on, or they are for specific situations like standalone buffing buffing your units if you are attacking set things and so on. We want to expand it a bit, making that, for example, one building that is just normally giving gold with a specific upgrade can make that your unit has way less upkeep if they are in this specific province, not only region like it is in the cities. And we want to go with some crazy other stuff, and also mechanics that were there added thanks to the effects from the the monogods factions cult. So also making some crazy stuff. So this is the big addition that is going to Skaven that we are working on right now, and will be going quite crazy. Important thing is that this will take some time, but I'm quite sure we will finish it before the next DLC. And we also are looking for your ideas with those things. What crazy stuff you would like to see for the Skaven with the technologies, effects, Undercities, and the units buff, and also campaign. And especially if you're in SFM mod team Patreon, that is helping us a lot. You will be having way more ways to check it out, influence this thing, and also help us doing those additions for the Skaven. So yes, this is more or less everything for the Skaven going. Of course, there are some surprises that we are still working, as I said, Scroll and Clinician, but I will leave those when we'll be closer to this, or you if you're SFO Mod Team patron. So thank you everyone for watching. Remember to leave a like, subscribe, or leave a comment if you really like the video. Supporting us from Mod Team is the best way to support our free modding and the content that you are getting. What can I say? Let the bell be with you. Have a nice day. I was Venus and I'm out. See ya.